This video is a guide to tuning your meters in option C. Tuning is the process where we determine our baseline. To do this, we'll need at least a year of utility data and weather data to match that period. I've imported both in the previous steps, so now I'm ready to proceed. Click your meter, and then click the Baseline Tuning tab. A few things to look at before we begin. The tuning period length is currently set to 12 bills, starting at number 1. You generally want a full year in your tuning period to capture 365 days of seasonal weather variation. Our bills in this project fall monthly, so 12 is an appropriate number. Starting at the first bill also suits me, so I'll leave these fields as they are. Next, check the start and end dates that appear below. We can see the tuning period spans a year, so this is good. We can also see that consumption is selected for the energy type, and on-peak is selected for the time of use period. For meters with both consumption and demand, or multiple time of use periods, it will be necessary to tune each individually. This meter only has on-peak consumption, so we can proceed. We can also take a look at the graph to get an idea of how the meter will tune. The graph is currently set to show energy usage over time, but I find the most helpful to be energy against outdoor air temperature. In the graph panel, click the X-axis drop-down menu and select Outdoor Temp. This view gives us a good idea of how energy is used across different temperatures. As usage increases at lower temperatures, we can already see that the meter is used for heating. Now, click Auto Tune. Click Yes to allow option C to select and deselect bills during tuning. This is generally advisable, and the selections can be modified afterwards. Once complete, we can review the tuning. HDD, or heating degree days, have been selected, which is what we expected from the outdoor temperature graph. The balance point temperature of 63 degrees is acceptable, and we have a positive base load, which is generally preferable. Our statistical indicators also look good, as we can see from the green check marks that appear. CVRMSE must be beneath 25, and R squared should be as close to 1 as possible. Bias percent is set to 0, and we have an acceptable tuning. In the graph panel, if we click the X-axis drop-down again and select heating degree day, we can see how our fit line matches the data. Option C has deselected 3 outlier bills, which we can see in white on the graph, and unchecked at the top of the bill register. These deselections could be reviewed manually for accuracy. A green checkmark now appears on the meter in the project tree structure. This denotes a successful tuning. Note the red X that appears on the electric meter, which is yet to be tuned. On meters with both consumption and demand, or multiple time of use periods, all must be tuned before a green checkmark will appear. Once all project meters have been tuned, you're ready for reporting.